No Nathan Cleary for Penrith. The door, it may just be ajar for the Tricolours. Their season's still yet to get out of second gear, really. I have to acknowledge they've got some players missing as well. Brandon Smith, Victor Radley, Joe Swaliti, but it feels like Mick Ennis. Yep. Not quite now or never for the Roosters, but this is a statement game for them here at home.
Oh, my word it is, Dan. Good evening. 3 wins out of their last 9 weeks. This Roosters side that some had premiership favourites coming into the season, somewhat under pressure, coming up against the first place Penrith Panthers side, who absolutely annihilated them only a number of weeks ago, 48 points to 4 out in Penrith. But you're right, with no Nathan Cleary tonight, Jack Cogger playing in the number 7, all of a sudden this Penrith side just looks a little different for the Roosters. Who would have thought?
So the members there getting up close and personal. Roosters with 6 wins and 6 losses. It was, once Smith comes on, he's a far more recognised kicker. He'll do the honours. Off we go. The third game of Super Saturday, and it's Penrith receiving, and Dylan Edwards bringing it back and already over the 20-metre line. So Penrith 8-4, Roosters 6-6. They do seem worlds apart, but only 2 wins separate them. James Fisher-Harris working it up here as Mitch Kenny feeding it on. The Panthers with that man Sorensen re-signing this week. He'll be at the club until 2026. Look at Luai skipping down the edge and linking up with Tungor close to the sideline. But this is an imposing open. Penrith here, pressing already. Yo, getting it on. Cogger turns it inside. And Sorensen keeps it alive. Kenny now. Here's Yo, there's space. Yo, oh, he stumbles! Still gets there!
Find and change some angles here with Sorensen, who was outstanding only a number of weeks ago against the Roosters. Watch this, bang, just leaves Collins stuck in the seat.
Should have, but haven't. That's Leota there. Drops on the 40. 91% of the ball has been in this half of the field. Fisher-Harris hits it up for the 4th time. Now Liam Martin, full of running. Almost to the 20 now. Edwards was lurking on the short side. Yo, the open side. He's happy to toss it back here for Fisher-Harris as they just continue to work the Roosters over. They're so patient. Now it comes out here to Sorensen. 6 more tackles. As it comes away here to Luai. And now he gets it on. Crichton with a 2-on-1. Tupou backpedals. Crichton on his own. Crichton scores. Crichton's in. It had to come. The Roosters couldn't hang on any longer. And Penrith, a dominant start.
Athletically, it's a complete mismatch. And you can just see Jerome Luai. Watch the intensity and sharpness of his left foot step. Bang. Bang. Gets to the outside of a number of Roosters. And then Hutchison just caught infield. He was never going to have the speed to recover. Crichton comfortably on his outside. Good vision from Luai. And it was Crichton just getting on the outside of Hutchison, getting the footy down. They won't take this one off them. And the New South Wales centre, as tries confirmed, slams the ball down in the right hand.
Flung that one with early in their tackle count as well. Remember, the set restart had just been given. So they fluff their lines. Inside the last 5. Here's Martin. Bounding downfield. Getting through another. Getting past Brown. Now on to Edwards. Oh, yes! Penrith go all the way. It's Liam Martin. It's Dylan Edwards. And they punish the Roosters.
Well, he's come here tonight and put the foot down. He was enormous for New South Wales off the bench. And tonight, they're in the World Cup. And just charging through the Roosters lineup, goes over the top of Tedesco, gets rid of Brown into the backfield, sums it up beautifully. Nice pass to Edwards, who's always there, and he streaks away. But it's been the start tonight. It was Moses Leota early. Oof. And Liam Martin who have led the way for Penrith and showing great acceleration.
Poor old Tedesco, he was turned into one of the speed bumps behind us on Driver Avenue. There's not many that are going to stop Liam Martin running at full throttle.
How good is he? Look at this for a shot too. Right there. And then punished. in the worst possible way by Liam Martin.
So Crichton with the goal, and Penrith open up a 10 points to nil lead. Fifth time the Panthers have kept their opposition scoreless to half-time. They've kept their opposition to single digits through the last 4 occasions. They can still do that again tonight to make it 4 from 5. Steve Crichton into this contest and push Manu a little wider.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Roosters, can they claw their way back into this contest? Matt Lodge gets things going. So
plenty of value, Dan, I reckon, around the ruck at the moment. I'd be surprised if Cleary doesn't get Sonny Luke out there soon.
Well, we know he is sharp. Cogger distributing. Leniu, 8th run. Sorensen the most of any Penrith player with 14 runs. Cogger. Lindsay Smith. He's impressive. This player, Lindsay Smith, he's got some size about him too. Here it comes now from the dummy half to Cogger. And Cogger almost getting away. An encouraging run. Penrith try line in front of them. Comes to Yo. He got close in the first half. He gets real close here and scores Penrith's 3rd try. So Penrith start in terrific fashion in this second half.
This was it here. Looks out, then just bang, just cut straight inside.
So they just slot one in there. Fits into the system tonight. Jack Cogger. And remember, he was on for a lot of last week's game as well. The try saver, but Penrith, they keep coming. Now it's Cogger. On it goes Martin. And 6 more tackles as Crichton goes to ground. Now it has swung back to the middle. Lindsay Smith.
Hold! Release! Wait!
Spencer Leniu charging. That's the try line there. 3 tackles left. Penrith looking for their second in the first 10 minutes of this second half. Cogger happy to run it into the defence. No chance of an offload, but still 2 tackles remain. Yo. Change of direction. They love this Penrith. Blue-eye to Smith. Out the back Edwards. This is sensational. This is just too good. Brian To'o untouched in the corner. That is sparkling attack from the Panthers.
2 sides played. And tonight it's been no different. Out on that left-hand side, just shrugs through the tackle of Joey Manu. And it was a classic tackle, textbook tackle from James Tedesco that stopped the raid. And Jerome Luai, who, again, only a month ago against the Roosters was brilliant. Tonight's been an enormous threat, changing direction and cutting hard off that left foot. And just pulled them apart out on this right-hand side. Gee, that was great skill. Great skill. There's Luai bouncing across field. Look at that. Nat Butcher just left clutching at thin air. Egan Butcher caught out. Keary caught out. Hutchinson caught out. Tupou caught out. Brian To'o, ultra professional.
Well, he's getting better and better. He's playing the best football of his career at 30. There's the kick. 22-0.
20 points or more for the 10th time this season. The defence just not good enough. Boys' defence is at a premium in Origin, and we are right in the middle of it. Tickets for women's game 2 and men's game 3 in Sydney. Make sure you get yours. NRL.com/tickets.
Yes, indeed. There's Leniu playing it here. And that's called back.
Yeah, a bit of luck going the way there through the hands of To'o.
They've got to be careful here, the Roosters. They've got to be really careful because Penrith look in no mood to relent.
Sonny Luke out there too now. There's Leniu coming off. Great stint from Spencer. A little bit clunky at the start, but boy, did he find his feet.
You wouldn't mind a player clunky coming up with 11 runs, 106 metres. He's a terrific player. Now, look out. Luai gets to ground. Quick play the ball. Here's Taruva. It comes to the fullback. Now Tago. It's just mesmerising. The Panthers score 3 inside 13 minutes. They are running riot.
Roosters defenders on the ground. Out of play. unable to get onside, and great work from Sorensen to get out of dummy half, pick up Taruva. That was very easy. Confidence running really low here for the Sydney Roosters.
So Crichton, another goal from him.
Brutal. It's the only way you can put it to start the game. Here he is now. He's back onto the field for Penrith. How good was he start there?
Well, he and Fisher Harris, it's just a platform. It's so good. As now Salmon in the game, by the way. He's in the 17 jersey. Didn't play last week, Salmon. First game wasn't a part of in 2023. 45 metres from the line. Luai, not the best pass he received, still gets the kick away. And Pauga stands up to it. He's a tough one, this man, Junior Pauga. 27 years of age. He's been hampered by that arm injury for a while now. Had a little taste of first grade with the Wests Tigers. And he spent years as a New South Wales Queensland Cup player. He's waited for his chance, and he's not going to let a little injury get in his way. Here's a good penalty for the Roosters. A good penalty to get them in some attacking field position. 20 minutes to go.
Noticing Keary and Tedesco just trying to get them going here. They've had no opportunities down in Penrith's half in this second half, really.
Now it's Keary onto Tupanua. So steady start to this.
Roosters just trying to get the points on the board. Collins, Keary on the run. Boy, he doesn't stop trying. Now Tedesco with a chance. Gets past Stephen Crichton. Takes Conger along and gets over. Finally, the Roosters are on the board, and it's James Tedesco. He was not going to be stopped.
Out on this left-hand side, and it's Keary sweeping out the back, combining with Tedesco. And you can see there, just Stephen Crichton caught hedging his bets on the lead runner and trying to manage Tedesco out the back, but Tedesco just far too strong. Got rid of Edwards, got through the grip there of Liotta, who was holding on by the shorts. And you just had the feeling that it was going to be either Keary or Tedesco.
In the NRL. And where's he been? He's nailed that.
Get off. Get off.
These are extraordinary scenes.
Straight past me as the crowd was yelling at him, and he invited anyone who wanted to come out the back to the car park, Nick.
I was joking, Nick, when I said, well, that's uncalled for. And now Jared is going to go with a big smile on his face. And Spencer just, even Spencer, there's the kick, 30-6. So let's take all this in, this incident.
Well, they want to hold on here. You just know how much Penrith respect their try line. They want to keep out the Roosters.
They've kept their opponents to single digits 3 times in the last 4 contests the Panthers have played in. Keary. Who to Tedesco. Out to Manu. Oh, 4 of them there. Yeah, 1 try came to Tedesco, and it was in the second half. And there is the Roosters' number 1. Tupanua to Smith. Crichton's rushed up there. He might have made an error. But now they all set sail for Hutchison. Back to Smith. Keeps it alive. Collins and Keary driven backwards. 6 more, but that's irrelevant with only 11 seconds left. The best defence has done it again. They average less than 12 a game conceding, the Panthers. They've kept the Roosters to 6. James Fisher-Harris is ecstatic. He's going to let them know about it. Well, a night of high drama, really. High emotion.